guys, it's Rebecca Oberstadt. In today's video, we are trying to recreate this look. I do modify it some, but I wanted to, this was one of the winter makeup looks that I had saved off to do holiday looks, but I didn't have the colors to do so. So when the Wine and Only palette came in, I was like, oh, well, now I can do some of the berry colored looks, but this one here I kind of did it in such a way that it's not like Christmas. I did it so it could also work for Valentine's Day because I didn't do the red stripes, I did silver. Everything is sped up 1.5 times because I didn't want this to be too long. It has taken me a while to edit this, but I've tried to cut out every time I look down or every time I hunted for something or whatever. There's a few shots like this, but for the most part, I tried to cut out all of the sides of my head and my forehead and that kind of thing. So that's the majority of everything that I cut out. This is a really easy look to do if you take your time. This video was like 38 minutes long total. Before any cuts, that, you know, it's not too hard. You start off with one shade and you slowly work it in on the upper crease, and then I used the white glove shade from the Nomad Orient Express on my upper brow bone, and this is the BH concealer in white. And it's getting old, it's very thick, I probably need to throw it out, but this is all I use it for. I have a ColourPop one, but it's not nearly as opaque, so I like using this when I need to be very precise and have it opaque. I did build it up a couple of times to get it more opaque, and then I did go back over it with the white glove shade from the Nomad palette. I have used that palette in every winter eye look since Jason sent it to me. It's one of my favorite palettes. It's my go-to palette if I need to do a really quick look and out the door. And then I just use the Q-tip to kind of like blend that out, but shear it out a little bit and get rid of any of the pink hue. There's that white glove shade. I really do enjoy the Orient Express palette. I wear that if I'm not like filming makeup, that's usually what's on my eyes. And like I said, I've used this white glove shade. I swear when I run out, I don't know what I'm going to do because Nomad Cosmetics does not have eyeshadow singles. Now, I tried using the a shimmer shade that I had that was like kind of clear but shiny for this. And I ended up, you'll see at the very end, sorry for the blurry camera, it was looking at the door. I found that it wasn't quite as opaque as I wanted it to be, so I did go back later and put some glitter glue down and ended up going back over that with actually a loose glitter from Lele Posh. And then this is just the same ColourPop palette. It's just on a little angled BH brush, so I can have more precise application. And I was trying to do as close to her look as possible, but she's either got more lid space than me or I just didn't carve mine out right, because the end of hers is really close together whereas the front is really wide. I probably should have started that line back a little bit more than I did on my actual lid, because I have a little picture at the top corner of her eye look that I'm also looking at my iPad off and on, and I don't know how she did the red and white stripes on her waterline. I just realized that she did that. That's kind of amazing. I of course didn't do that. I did that wine color the whole time, so yeah. But this was a lot of dipping in and building up and trying to get it to look as close to hers as possible. And I think the color that she used on the very top of her eye was darker than the one that I used. I probably could have used one of the darker shades in the palette to do this, but I didn't. And then there's white glove again. I'm just trying to cancel some things out. Oh no, wait, that's not white glove. That I think was the neutral shade from the So Jaded palette. And then the liner work, she did like a single white line on the top that swooped out, and then that red and white line that she did, for like the peppermint effect. I ended up doing silver instead because I liked the way the silver looked. I didn't do this exactly. I did try and stay very close to it because I liked the way that it looked. I think it's a very beautiful look. And of course I cut to re-wet my brush and then take that edge off. Those little elf tapes are really nice, but I don't use the whole thing. I cut them in half. And I went back over that line in little strokes, a little at a time, just to make sure that I got it the way I wanted it. Because I find if I try and rush doing any of the liner work that I always end up messing up. And you'll find here, there, see, boop, that was a mess up. But I do fix it. And because of how my eye is shaped, I do have partially deep set eyes. If you look, my eye like sinks in right there where that line is not even. Even if I had my eye closed and pulled out to the side to try and get a more smooth line there, it would never look like hers because of the way my eye sinks back into the actual orbital socket. So when you're working with eye looks, or if you're trying to recreate an eye look, keep that in mind. The shape of your eye, the shape of your orbital bone, the shape of how your eyelid folds back into your head. All of those things I take into consideration when I'm recreating these eye looks, and I make them match as close as possible with my eye shape in consideration. And I'm just doing minor little fixes, and then the under eye is just that first shade again. Just blend it out. I don't usually do like matte looks. The fact that my lid is a matte like cream color, there's that shade again that I used on the brow bone at first that just wasn't quite as opaque. So I did go in. Oh, these are the pearls. I have a couple of different pearls, and of course I dropped that one. So some of them are from like little strips of like jewels that I bought from like Walmart or a craft store, and then the other ones are actually they're like nail things that I bought off of Amazon. So I thought those were cute. And then she didn't have, or she did have it, maybe it was black, but I did silver liner on my upper waterline. I do have these on my website still. These are $5. You can buy them there, but this is just the metallic silver. And then I did silver stripes on the maroon and realized that my brush isn't quite wet enough to place the silver down over the shadow. So I did work that out here in just a minute. But I'm liking how this came together. I think burgundy and silver together are really pretty, or maroon and silver, or dark berry and silver. And I did go over that line just a little bit. I ended up just leaving it because it was going to be too much hassle to try and fix it, and I did it again there. So there was a couple of those little silver stripes that I messed up, and you can see the silver transfer on my lid. But when my eye is open, you don't see it at all. So I was like, screw it. You know, a lot of people would be upset about that. I'm not. And then I'm just fixing any boo-boos here and there that I found, and then I use that angled brush to get that same shade right up against my lower lash line to give a little bit of depth at the base of my lashes. And I have a ton of lashes, but as you can see, they're very minimally visible on my lower lash line. Half of my lashes are blonde. They're dark at the base, but as they go out, they're like half blonde, half brown. I'm still waiting on my first gray eyelash and eyebrow hair. I haven't had one of those yet, which is funny because I mean I've got plenty of gray hair. All right, now I did put glitter glue down before I go into this step. That's that Lele Posh. It's the drug reference loose glitter highlighter thing. I'll have to leave it linked down below. It's from her like that collection that she did that reminds me of prostitution, like Sugar Daddy or Sugar Babies or Sugar something, basically where a man pays you for sex. That's what it is. And the collection was built around that. So yeah. But I really like how it complemented the look, and it made that top part like stand out quite a bit. So I thought that was really, really pretty. and I love how this look turned out. Let me know what you guys think down below. And I did speed this up so it wasn't so long. And then of course I do add pictures at the end of stills. That's the other eye look that I did. That look's already gone up on YouTube by the time I'm editing this. So anyways, I will see you guys in another video very soon. Hopefully you like this video. I didn't do any outside video, but I did take pictures and I included those, as well as the girl who did the original look. If you know who she is, please let me know so I can make sure to properly tag her and you know, link things like Instagram or whatever, wherever that look is from. If you do know who that eye look belongs to, I'm more than happy to credit somebody that I have you know, tried to recreate a look from. But a lot of these people do not tag their pictures, and I was tagged on Facebook in a bunch of pictures, and literally like one person had their pictures tagged. So anyways, I will see you guys in another video very soon. Have a fantastic day or night wherever you are, and stay safe and wear a mask. Bye.